A phone call scam going around Washington City. The candidates for the Utah 2024 election are in, and Cedar City's potential water contamination.
You're watching St. George News at 5.
Good afternoon, I'm Cannon Seacrest. Officials from the Washington County Sheriff's Office are cautioning residents about a caller claiming that they have missed jury duty or have a warrant and need to pay a fine. The scammers are using deceptive tactics when asking for money, including using sheriff office numbers and posing as deputies. It's important to remember that the sheriff's office never asks for payments through Bitcoin or gift cards. Other similar scams are becoming increasingly popular, and law enforcement asks that you report any suspicious calls to local law enforcement, the FBI, and Federal Trade Commission. A diverse and dynamic lineup has emerged as Utah closes out its filing period for 2024 elections. Here's Maura Kessler with more on the candidates and who they might be replacing.
With the window to file to run for state and federal office in Utah closed as of Tuesday, many races are seeing multiple candidates vying for the same position. Among the race with the most candidates is the one to replace Senator Mitt Romney, which has 16 candidates who have filed to run. Of the 16 are 11 Republicans, many of which have declared an intent to gather signatures for the primary ballot should they be eliminated at the convention level. In addition to Governor Spencer Cox, who is seeking re-election, 8 people have filed to run for governor. Among these candidates are State Representative Phil Lyman and Brian King. 8 people have also jumped into the race to become Utah's next Attorney General, as Sean Reyes will not be seeking re-election this year.
There's an important notice for all Cedar City residents that there might be a potential water contamination. Cedar Canyon Springs, which serves the Southeast and Fiddler's Canyon areas, may contain disease-causing organisms. While no immediate action is needed, the city is working on installing a treatment plant. There's no need for residents to boil water because the affected springs have now been disconnected. If you have any symptoms such as nausea, cramps, diarrhea, and associated headaches, please seek medical attention. Southern Utah's job count is on the rise everywhere but one specific county. Here's Haven Scott with more on the employment growth in southern Utah.
In November 2023, Utah's payroll employment for non-farm jobs increased an estimated 2% across the 12 past months, according to Utah's Department of Workforce Services. Workforce staff reported the state's economy added more than 34,000 jobs since this time last year. Utah's current job count stands at more than 1.7 million employed. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the St. George metropolitan area added more than 3,000 jobs since June 2023, with 86,000 employed in Washington County and an unemployment rate that mirrors the state's at 2.7%. Iron County also saw job growth with nearly 1,000 jobs during that time span, with over 25,000 currently employed. Beaver and Kane counties also experienced growth in the last year, while Garfield joined Carbon as the only 2 counties in the state reporting less employment figures than 1 year ago. According to the data, Garfield County lost 173 jobs in the last year.
Thanks, Haven. And now I'm going to send it over to Sheldon and Amy to give us a breakdown of what's going on this weekend in St. George.
Yeah, that's right. So many things are happening this weekend.
Starting at the Staley Family Farm, they got a big balloon festival.
Up and Away Balloon Festival.
With live music. And speaking of live music, we have the 6-string revolver at Blues Cats.
And don't forget, Mesquite Motor Mania is happening this weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
3 days of craziness. You got to get over there. You can see the full list of weekend events on our T-Drive show page on stgeorgenews.com. Now back to you in the studio.
Thanks, guys. There's some exciting news for the outdoor enthusiasts living in St. George, as REI Co-op is scheduled to open a store in St. George in 2025. The St. George store will feature a full-service bike shop along with technicians and a ski and snowboard shop. The company is expecting to hire around 50 employees for the new location, and for more information on the jobs at REI, visit the article on stgeorgenews.com. And now to Aaron Crane to talk about some basketball games to look forward to this week.
Thanks, Cannon. Tonight in Region 9 girls basketball, the top 2 teams in the region are facing off as Snow Canyon heads up to Cedar. The Warriors' overall record is 11-1, and the Reds are 11-2. Both teams are undefeated in region play so far, but that will all end tonight. Pineview will play at Dixie, and the Flyers are also undefeated in the region, while the Panthers have yet to snag a region win. And the last game tonight is Crimson Cliffs at Desert Hills. The Thunder are on a 4-game losing streak, and the Mustangs are on a 2-game losing streak as well. Both teams are looking to make a change to that tonight. And on Friday night, the Region 9 boys basketball games are going down as well, and the one to look out for is Pineview at Dixie. Both teams are undefeated in the region and will be fighting for that top spot on Friday night. The Flyers' last game was a 3-point loss to Wasatch Academy, and the Panthers are fresh off a 3-point win over Snow Canyon. Another game is Desert Hills at Crimson Cliffs. The Thunder are riding a high on a 4-game winning streak, while the Mustangs are looking to even the region record with a win tomorrow night. And the final game in Region 9 basketball, Cedar is heading down to Snow Canyon, and the Reds will be attempting to get their first region win, while the Warriors are trying to get above 500. So over the next few days, there's going to be a lot of good basketball going on. Now back to you, Cannon.
Thank you for watching St. George News at 5. I'm Cannon Secrets with St. George News, your #1 source for local news.
This has been St. George News at 5.